Hey everybody, I'm Alma.
I'm JP.
And we are the hosts of
Brohood Productions, and we're back.
We wanted to thank you, Jay-Z, reintroduce ourselves to you guys as we begin a brand new year as YouTubers, hosts, content creators, and bros being bros. So JP and we've been superhero nerds. I've been stuttering lately. We have been superhero nerds, movie lovers, and comic book lovers for all of our lives. And we just want to provide the most enjoyable content for everybody, whether it's collectibles, movie reviews, show reviews, or just us being able to visit cool places and talk to cool people. We want to bring that to you. So we have this primary YouTube channel. You can find us on social media, Facebook and Instagram. You see it pop up right here. And right now on TikTok, we're just using what's it called? Logo, key tag, name,
Your account?
my account, AYP12 the Professor. We are bringing back our podcast. We've named it the Brohood Productions, a Hall of Justice podcast. And we've just taken the name of one of our favorite superhero gatherings, and it's just going to be a location for people who prefer more audio content, and where we will have longer episodes that may still air on YouTube. And like we mentioned in the beginning, we just love superheroes. We love movies. Anything we end up watching, we will probably talk about. And we are inspired by so many people who have come before us, so many writers, directors, people closest to us. You're going to see a lot of our family on here, like our little sister. She might make some guest appearances at times, but we are always inspired by our baby brother, Manny, who is our superhero. So today, JP and I really just wanted you guys to get to know us a little bit. We're going to briefly, and we mean briefly, try to talk about our all-time favorite movies, and then we're going to talk about the movies we're looking forward to in 2024. And we have Batman here joining us today. As an honorable mention, I did really love the Batman movie, and both of us really liked The Dark Knight. But I'm sure no Batman project, unfortunately, made our all-time top 5. But that has no disrespect to one of our favorite superheroes or comic book heroes in all of the fandom.
I just want to say that Anma sometimes likes to put pressure on me and for both of us. It's very hard um to try and think of a top 5. I just mean there's just so many movies. I would just say just favorites. In my opinion, like just favorites, and doesn't matter how many, and doesn't matter in what order. But trying to drill down and think of your top 5, I think it's always subject to change.
Always. We love him. You want to go first?
I'll go first.
Just,
Yeah.
just read them out. Don't talk about each one of them like it's a soap opera.
I think I do that a lot. So my top 5, no order. Gladiator, Matrix, Forrest Gump, Dancing with the Wolves, and The Day After Tomorrow are and like I said, it's subject to change. My top 5 movies. And I think Anima doesn't want me to speak anymore about that.
Well, you could talk a little bit more about that. I have questions. Is it the first Matrix, like the entire Matrix trilogy?
Yeah, pretty much the first Matrix movie, but you can also just, I mean, really that movie should just be one big
One big
movie.
movie.
So yeah.
And Gladiator, of course, Russell Crowe.
Russ Crowe
Is
knocked that out of the park.
Hans Zimmer, is that our favorite composer composed the music, or is it Howard Shore?
I think it was Hans Zimmer.
We're gonna fact check. Let's fact check. We like checking our facts.
Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer, our favorite movie composer.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you have any more questions for me?
I do. Which other one were you saying? The one before Day After Tomorrow?
Dancing with the Wolves?
So you can talk to me about that. I did not even know that was in the realm of all-time favorites for you.
Yeah. So if many of you seen it, basically the same story of Avatar, except I think Dances with Wolves is better for a number of reasons, but it came out before Avatar, the Blue People. But I sort of have this what do you call this? I sort of really relate to the movie a lot because I served a church volunteer mission in Madagascar, and I just I suggest that everyone should live outside the United States, learn a new language, learn a new culture, and it's just a beautiful experience when you come to really know the people, especially through the language and then understanding the culture. So, in some way, the movie has these aspects that I remember my time in Madagascar. So, I mean, it's just like it's during the I think it's around the 1800s when the West wasn't really explored and when um, the natives, I hope I'm not saying that wrong to everyone because I respect y'all. Um, when they're still around and I just feel like in school we're not really we talk about one thing about the natives. We really don't go into the the crazy things. It's a very sad history. So like there was a point in my life that I got really interested in that. I love learning. I like the language, the culture and everything. And so that's so cool to see, you know, Kevin Costner, the character,
The actor.
the actor, his name in the I think it's the shoe or sorry, see you pronouncing that wrong. I apologize. Um, they call him the one that dances with the wolves. Um, he sort of the character befriends a wolf in the movie, and that's what they call him. And I think just that's just cool in the native culture. You call people by like they're sort of just like nicknames and stuff. So
I'd be wolf, he'd be gorilla.
hopefully not. Um, but so everyone understands the basic idea. Like he was given these perceptions and stereotypes of what the natives were, and it was completely wrong. And they sort of not bonded, but they like related over buffaloes, and he just really got to know the culture. And at the end of the day, it's not like he became a trader or converted or anything, but at the core, everything I feel like we're one human race, like the Bible says. It doesn't matter language you speak, culture you're from, your beliefs. There's something that unifies us. I really believe, and so in that same way, I think he just wanted to protect that he knew that we're good people, and even though at the time, um, you know, America was all about conquering the land, and you know, there's many great things that came from the founding of America and stuff, and freedom and liberty and stuff. But uh, it did come at a price and a very sad price. But still, I mean, I just think the movie's cool and like he gets to learn language and all this stuff and be part of the culture, and it's cool. I really like it. Yeah.
I think that's great. I never thought of that in the all-time greats for JP. So
Yeah.
yeah, I tip my hat to you. I would say something in one of the many dialects because I also think Native American culture is awesome, but I don't know anything. We'll get back on you with that.
Yeah. Any other questions?
No,
Okay.
like I said, that was the most surprising thing. I did not know that about you.
New things.
New things, guys.
So yeah, what are your top five?
All right, so I do put a lot of pressure on JP when it comes to these top five, top 10 lists. And so for me, I'm going to try and stick to the rules of putting them in a very specific order, make it hard on myself,
Oh no.
and maybe hurt some feelings along the way. But at number five, I would say this is like JP said, it's hard because I could put a lot of different superhero movies at number five. including a lot of different Batman and Spider-Man projects. I want to say that Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is my number 5, but I'm going to say, with no disrespect to our favorite Marvel character, Spider-Man, that number 5 is The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. At number 4, I'm putting Avengers Endgame. I think it is
You
the
just switched.
at number 4.
A 5.
Yeah, I switched it.
Whoa, look at that. People subject to change.
Subject to change, but at a specific order.
Okay.
All right. Break it up. Hold the phone. Don't say anything. Okay. Pardon the interruption, but I have to step in here and speak wisdom. Wisdom. Okay? JP is absolutely right. It is subject to change, and this list has changed thousands of times ever since we have been immersed into the entertainment world and the world of telling stories and movies. Ignore everything I just said about my fifth favorite movie of all time. Okay? I was listening to JP's list, and he was talking about all these movies that have nothing to do with the superhero fandom. So when I was thinking about my list and we were talking about it, reviewing our notes before the show, the pod, the episode, I thought maybe I need to have more variety in my list. Don't get me wrong. The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith and Jaden Smith is a beautiful, spectacular movie. I love that movie. I resonate with that movie. It's so good. But I must repent. There are a lot of good movies. Tarzan, the animated Tarzan from Golden Age Disney, one of my absolute favorite animated movies. And JP did not even mention Batman Under the Red Hood, which is one of his favorite animated movies. Now, yes, I made it difficult. We're talking about our 5 favorite movies, greatest movies of ours of all time. I understand. It's a hard list. It changes. It's not necessarily a set in stone Mount Rushmore. But I had to come in here and say, Across the Spider-Verse is such a beautiful masterpiece of a film. And I feel bad for having The Pursuit of Happiness replace it as my number 5. Now, the only thing that would top Across the Spider-Verse is if Beyond the Spider-Verse is better than Across the Spider-Verse. Now, we can talk and debate later about the greatness of Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. But I'm here to tell you, ignore everything I said about my 5th favorite movie of all time, and I am putting Across the Spider-Verse back on top as number 5. You can listen to the rest of it.
Number 4, I have Avengers Endgame. I believe it to be one of the most epic conclusions in storytelling. It's everything about that movie. I won't talk about it. Avengers Endgame at number 4. At number 3, I have the Christopher Nolan epic Interstellar. Knowing JP and I, we love space. Space travel, the planets, the space race,
Everything about it.
So the concept of Interstellar by Christopher Nolan, awesome. At number 2, I have my one of my favorite people besides Jesus, Jackie Robinson. So 42, the Jackie Robinson story, that is my second all-time favorite movie. And yes, I am biased and I am a nerd. So Superman, the movie with Christopher Reeve, may he rest in peace, is my favorite movie of all time.
Awesome.
And because my list is pretty straightforward, he never has questions for me about that.
No, I kind of understand them. It's just like, no, it makes sense.
All right, y'all. So we want to talk to you about our anticipated
Most anticipated movies of this year.
This doesn't include shows, because there's a lot of good shows coming out. Like
I will mention one show.
The Chosen for me. What show are you talking about?
The Avatar: Last Airbender.
The Avatar: The Last Airbender. Netflix. We are expecting great things.
We know for sure that you're gonna do better than the movie, which I just learned you're not supposed to speak of. But we know for sure it's gonna be better than that. Sorry, M. Night Shyamalan, do not ever make a movie about superheroes or really love characters shows like the Avatar: The Last Airbender. Sorry, just letting you know, stick to your movies like The Sixth Sense,
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable. It's good
Yeah.
movies.
But yeah, Netflix. We're ready.
So we know it's
February
we know it's gonna be
22nd.
better. We know yeah, it's gonna be way better because you learn from that, and then you learn, you do better. It's not like you're gonna make the same mistakes.
Wisdom in learning about life.
Yeah. So you want to share your most
Yeah, I feel like we share some. I am looking forward to The Fall Guy, with Ryan Gosling.
Mm.
I think it looks really funny. I'm looking forward to Kung Fu Panda 4. Now, to be honest, I'm not sure how you continue from Kung Fu Panda 3. Uh,
Yeah.
Deadpool 3, JP and I, Marvel nerds, Wolverine, Deadpool. Did I say Ryan Gosling? Yes. So this is Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
You did say Ryan Gosling for the Fall Guy, but you're
yeah.
still thinking.
Still thinking. I say JP and I, JP a little bit more than me. Monster films, Godzilla and Kong, The New Empire. But I want to say that outside of superhero films and some comedies in there, I think the movie I'm looking forward to the most is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. We are big Planet of the Apes fans in the sense of the Matt Reeves trilogy, Rise, Dawn, and War. One of the best trilogies of all time,
So
easily. I would say that's my list.
So first, Avatar: The Last Airbender, like I said. There's really only two that's like really most anticipating.
Lord of the Rings. Just kidding.
There's some that like pique my interest. So yeah, number one is Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix. Deadpool 3. I want to see that so bad. I mean, to see Deadpool and Wolverine and for Hugh Jackman to come back because there was I mean, he retired from that role and like it was a big deal making Logan, the movie, and he's back now and like it just to see Marvel collaborate with Ryan Reynolds and what the Deadpool series already done, I think we're gonna be in for a ride. So Gladiator 2 is also coming out this year. I believe Gladiator should have been just like a one-off. It was just good at being a standalone movie.
Russell
But
Crowe.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how this one turns out. They are gonna continue the story. So next one's Kraven the Hunter. A Quiet Place Day One. I've been loving it. That show is like not too scary. It's more thrilling, but it's a fun thrilling, you know. Bike Riders was supposed to come out last year on my birthday. It was really sad, it didn't come out, but it's gonna come out. And like Alma said, these next ones, Kingdom of the Planet of Apes, The Fall Guy, the new Godzilla, and then lastly the movie Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor McGregor. So yeah, I mean that last one, I've been really getting into UFC, so it's gonna be cool. So there you have it, folks. Our most anticipated movies of this year.
So please, look us up on the podcast, follow us on our social media channels. We'll pop them up again one more time right here. We're looking forward to a great stellar year with y'all, and we'll catch you next time.
Road out.